So what's up? How you doing today? In this video, we're going to take a quick look at playing triads over the Grateful Dead song Althea. And this isn't to copy what Bob Weir or Jerry does in the song. This is to kind of just do our own thing and learn a little bit about triads. But before I get into it, let's give a listen to just the verse. I'm going to break down what's going on, and I'm going to do it for each of the chorus and bridge parts as well. So let's give it a listen. So for those of you who may not know what a triad is, it's basically a 3-note chord, hence the name triad. It is the building blocks of all chords, and it's a huge part of my own playing. I just love triads, and in fact, am planning on making a full course that will be all about triads. It'll be so many different topics with it, and it will be for not only playing rhythm, but for playing lead and everything in between, really. So we have these building blocks, and we're just going to do the 3 strings, the second, third, and fourth strings for right now, and then we'll do the first, second, and third where the shapes will change a little bit. So if we take B minor in the song, right? B minor, A, E, A. If we play it down here, these bar chords, or this bar chord and then these 2 open ones, it sounds good and all, but it sounds very big and boxy, and it just sounds very ordinary because that's the typical way, people would play down here. But we can just take little spots, right? Take just these 3 of the B minor to, again, second, third, and fourth strings, and that's going to be a triad. And this is going to be a triad of the A, and then this of the E. And that starts to glue the chords together. It's a better what they call voice leading. The notes from one string going right to the next. It's much closer than doing these big kind of like from here to A to E, a big leap, And this may sound better if you're playing on your own, but when you play with a band, you gotta think about that context. You don't necessarily need to play these big chords, especially if there's a bass player laying it down. We don't have to play the roots of the chords at all, that B, A, E. We can play, whatever. And by doing this, it opens the chords up, and we can play different versions of them all over the neck, and we can be much more melodic, and it can help us learn where those target notes are we want to hit when we're soloing, so it sounds more melodic and we're playing with the chords rather than just noodling a scale over the top of a progression. So this ties into lead playing quite a bit, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. So again, this time through, just playing little pieces of the chords we hopefully already know, and then the second time through, we are going up to here, to this part of an A here, to here. So this would be the E shape from the K system of an A, and this would be the C shape of the K system for an E, but it's tough. We don't need to play the whole thing, just these 3 right here. So just going. And that right there just made it a little different. So rather than playing the same chords the 2 times, bringing it up higher the second time makes it a little more interesting, makes it a little more exciting too by bringing it up the second time around. So I think of it with playing triads as kind of like a choose your own adventure rather than just being locked in. If we learn lots of big bar chords, the cage shapes and all that stuff, that helps open it up quite a bit, and that can be a choose your own adventure as well. But this is even another step because it gives us even more possibilities, and it allows us to link the chords together in a much, much smoother way. So again, going down the first time, starting out the same, and then going up, right? And then the second time, we can go up even higher and play this shape for B minor, go down, and the second time here, go up again. So you can take the same idea of you're going down, up, and then going up the second time even higher, And but yet the second time overall, we started even higher, so it made it even more kind of climactic, So that's the first part, but let's check out the chorus, and then I'll break down what's going on there. So to mix it up for some different shapes and different strings, I decided to do this one on the first 3 strings. So taking the A, but the top 3 part of it like this, we'll do it there. And not only just to mix it up, but also for a chorus, we usually want the energy to be higher. So this automatically makes the energy go up because we're playing higher, and that's just kind of what happens, right? And then for C sharp minor, it's like playing the top 3 of this. You're just changing this one note from here to here. And then D, we can do this one right here, it's part of this shape. Back to the A. Then we can do C sharp minor up here. It's like part of this one. This part of an E right here. And then B minor A again. And then that C shape E again like this, but instead of the middle 3 from the verse part, we can now do the top 3. It's the same thing as a D as well. That D shape just up here. That root note's in the middle. Here's an E. You play a D, it's right there, and then here on the E. So that's it with the chorus. And I kind of like to pick around with it too. So rather than just playing it all at once, you just arpeggiate it. But play it however you want. Mess around, try your own thing. But now let's check out the last part, the bridge. So the bridge is even easier, less chords, and I'm doing the same strings here as the chorus. Just doing our D right here. There's that D shape again, or the top part of the C, whichever you want to call it, but really easier to think of as the D because we play it like that, the same fingers. But for G, so the root note here is G. So again, D to G to E. And it does that 2 times, and the last part, B minor, A, E. So I opted to do a different one there to really end on that big climax, do it even higher. This would be the B minor, the D minor shape. So like playing D minor like this, with the B in the middle there. So here's A with that D shape again, and then finishing on E with the shape right here. And that's it. So that's just a quick intro to triads if you don't know what they are, or if you do sort of know, you're just applying them a little bit more in depth to a song. But really get those under your fingers and start to memorize the shapes, what they look like, and getting them under your fingers, how they sound. It's a long journey you can go with triads. Again, so many things you can do. I'll be definitely making lots more videos about this topic in the future and different ways we can utilize them. But if you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below and click the bell next to it to keep up to date with the future videos. And I'll hopefully see you in the next video.